What's up, everybody? So 2 days ago, my 9-year-old son asked the question.
Hello everybody, my name is Paul Zachary Shelton III, and the stimulus talks has failed. So what now?
And as a result of that question, we have today as the answer. So as of last night, President Trump did sign 4 executive orders.
President Trump putting his name on several executive orders just a short time ago aimed at helping millions of Americans who have been plunged into financial trouble by the coronavirus pandemic. It was part signing ceremony, part campaign rally. It happened at his New Jersey golf resort. The president railing against China, congressional Democrats, and his presumptive opponent for the White House, Joe Biden. Also accusing Democrats of steering pandemic relief money into political projects and trying, in the president's words, to, quote, steal the election.
I'm going to talk about all of these. I'm going to give you the details of the amounts and how much you will be receiving coming up next. Hello everyone, my name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr. and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Shore Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida with clients across the United States. If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it today and give you an update on the 4 executive orders that was signed, I should say, not signed into law, but that were signed by President Donald Trump last night. So the first one, the most important thing that everyone has been waiting on, is the unemployment insurance. So unemployment has been extended at a rate of $400 per week going forward through December as it is right now. And the way this is going to be paid is going to be 25% responsibility of the state and local government and 75% responsibility of the federal government to provide this aid. But it will be extended at the clip of $400 per week. Now, this is a deduction from the $200, from $600, but it is much better than the $200 that was proposed by the Senate Republicans in the HEALS Act. I did mention previously that at the end of July, when the federal aid and insurance went away, many states reorganized their systems and their software to revert back to how they were paying unemployment insurance on a typical state basis. Since that has been done, they're going to have to go back in now and reprogram everything. It took initially 2 weeks roughly to get everything up and running in this respect, and they're expecting that it's going to take the same amount of time going forward. So as of right now, if this executive order stands and it holds up and it's not contested in court, we will look at a time frame of 2 to 3 weeks from now once those unemployment benefits begin to kick in. The other thing that he signed the executive order for was the payroll tax cut for those that are making up to $100,000 per year. Now, this is one of those things that I mentioned before that is a way to provide economic stimulus, but it will be a slower way for those funds to get, disseminated down into the economy. It won't be something that's direct. Essentially, you'll be paying less taxes in your paycheck on a quarterly, weekly, bi-weekly, however often you get paid. And the same will be true for your company that you work for. When they pay their quarterly taxes, it'll be much lower because they would not have to account for this amount in this payroll tax cut. The negative about the payroll tax cut, I should say, one of the things that happens with this payroll tax cut is we roughly still have 17 million people that are unemployed right now in this country. So that's not going to benefit any of those individuals at all. And without having another economic stimulus payment, direct payment, which would be roughly $1,200, that's what everyone has agreed on, then this really leaves all those people that are unemployed kind of in a low point right now. Outside of receiving that $400 additional per week, which would be a good thing, this payroll tax doesn't do anything for them in that respect. The next thing that he did sign an executive order for was the eviction moratorium. So that will be extended, it looks like right now, through the end of the year, which is a very good thing. That's going to slow down the process and many people being evicted for missing rent and for mortgage payments. The fourth thing that he signed an executive order on was student loan relief. So that's something that was in the CARES Act, and that's been a topic of discussion before, was providing that relief for student loans and things of that nature. Now with all four of these things, again, there's nothing in here that includes the following items. And the following items are the $1,200 stimulus checks, the direct payment checks that will be sent out to every individual in this country that qualifies, dependents included. There's no aid for schools that are reopening or providing them with other additional financial aid so they can supply PP&E for the faculty, staff, and students. There's nothing in this executive order or any executive orders about food assistance. So the food programs were overlooked at this time as well. One of the sticking points of the Republican Party was to have lawsuit protection for many of the businesses. That also did not make it into this executive order. And lastly, one of the things that didn't make it into the executive order that kind of reverts back to the first thing is revenue for state and local governments. Many states, many local governments are running a very thin and slim budget as of right now. And without some assistance and without some federal aid, it's going to be hard for them to put up that 25% obligation that they have now for this federal unemployment insurance to continue. So this is an update that we have as of right now. It is very, very possible that this will be contested in court. And the reason that it will be contested is because one, if you come together, the Democrats say if you come together and provide a holistic plan in a bill, it will take care of so much more than this, as opposed to just piecemealing things together and potentially leaving a lot of things out in the long run that will never be addressed. Secondly, congressional authority is what allows payments to be made. And that's what allows stimulus money and money to be used and spent within this country. That is not on the shoulders and the responsibility of the president in the White House to pull that trigger. The president does have certain executive authorities to do things, but spending comes from Congress. So it's very possible that this may not hold up. One of the things that Donald Trump did say is that he promised that he would provide more relief if he is reelected. So that's kind of weird because it makes it seem like he's only doing this out of a political ploy. It's a high likelihood that he may not be able to carry out a lot of these actions that he's doing on an executive order. But most Americans, most citizens do not realize that and do not understand that. But when he throws it in that, if you reelect me, then I'll give you even more, that's just a sales pitch. I almost said a profanity, but I'll leave that to everyone else. All that is just a sales pitch to get him reelected. We'll see if anything gets passed, if anything gets disseminated to anyone. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much and have a great day.